Well, just days after Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce announced their engagement, there is already talk about what a potential prenup for the couple could look like. Now, Forbes estimates that Kelce has a net worth of $70 million, and they estimate that Swift has a net worth of $1.6 billion. So even if you are not a part of a celebrity couple or have an 8-figure bank account, how do you talk about finances with a potential partner before saying I do? We have founder of Black Hawk Financial, Leanna Haakons, with us. Leanna, great to have you here on NBC News Daily. Thank you so much. So let's just start with the basics here. Why is it so important to have this kind of financial planning conversation for couples at any income level?
So even for couples of modest means, open financial conversation is vital. It creates openness, transparency, and trust between partners. And this is a lifetime commitment, ideally, that you're signing up for. So it's really important to start these conversations early on.
Okay, so some people might say, we don't really think we have anything to protect. You know, we're starting out, we're sort of young in our lives. What do you say about why they should still consider or at least investigate a prenup?
Well, according to Forbes, 43% of first-time marriages end in dissolution.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's really important to plan these things because it's not just about your current assets, liabilities, it's planning for the future as well, and things can change.
Yes, and what are some of those common things? I mean, when people walk into a relationship, they might not be thinking, oh, one person's a property owner, or one person comes from a family where they might receive an inheritance.
So family businesses, inheritance, those types of legacy assets can all be included in pre- and post-nuptial agreements. There are many things that should be protected. Household finances is like managing a balance sheet for a large corporation. And different spouses and partners contribute different things to that balance sheet. So it's important to take a look at the entire picture holistically, plan for the current and, again, the future, because you never know what might happen.
Is there a rule of thumb for, let's say you go into a relationship and the imbalance is really obvious from the beginning? Maybe one person does come from a lot of money, another person of modest means. What are some of the milestones, like if the marriage hits 5 years or 10 years, for the dissolution of it, if it ends in divorce, for it to feel fair and to be fair?
I think it's really important to frame the conversation around joint goals and future vision, like home ownership, education, retirement, wealth transfer. What is the goals for the partners and how does that look in 5, 10 years? And you can map that out and give it a timeline as to, if this happens, what do we do then? If this happens, what do we do then? And that changes the conversation from judgment to a joint plan and alignment within the relationship as well. It's not just about the money.
I really like that. And that kind of leads me to my last question, which is about, this can feel so awkward. It can feel like, gosh, we're already talking about, the dissolution of a marriage before we even get married. How should people change their mindset about that?
Again, so managing household finances is, you can think of it as your balance sheet for your relationship. We see the number of prenups actually going up exponentially. This is mostly attributed to younger couples, Gen Zs and millennials. In 2022, there was a survey by Harris Poll of 1,000 U.S. adults that were either married or engaged, and 15% of them had elected to have a prenuptial agreement. This is up from just 3% in 2010.
Wow.
So it really is evolving. And again, even if you don't do a prenuptial agreement, a postnuptial agreement allows the same sort of flexibility to realign finances within the marriage as the relationship and financial situations evolve over the years.
Okay, postnuptial meaning after you get married and maybe things change, maybe it's time to have that discussion.
Yes.
And always good to have a professional involved. I feel like just having you or someone as a coach to kind of guide people through that conversation makes a lot of sense. Leanna Haakons, thank you so much. Really appreciate your time today.
Thank you. Thanks, Vicki.